Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's 3 p.m. here in Cairo. Time for the news bulletin. My name is Amal Mukhtar. I have all the pleasure to be joined with my dear colleague, Sahar Talawi. Hello, Sahar.
Thank you so much, Amal. We're going to start off with the main headlines, but after this short break, stay tuned. Prime Minister Madbouli attends the annual forum of the Public Authority for the Comprehensive Insurance System opens at the new administrative capital. Foreign Minister Badr Abdulati travels to USA in an official visit to discuss boosting ties. And Ukraine's military says the Russia launched 151 drones to attack Ukraine overnight.
Welcome back. The news in detail. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli attended the opening session of the annual forum of the Public Authority for the Comprehensive Health Insurance System in the new administrative capital on Sunday. The forum is being held under the theme Full and Sustainable Health Coverage for All, the leading role of the private sector to achieve comprehensive and sustainable health care. Officials said the forum aims to boost partnership between the private and public sectors to achieve a comprehensive and sustainable health coverage through reviewing the most significant international and futuristic policies of comprehensive health insurance systems. They said it also aims to open deep deliberations to explore new horizons for cooperation with the private sector to deliver comprehensive health services to address the aspirations of the Egyptian public with regards to the health system that would guarantee fair opportunities for all.
The foreign minister Abdulati left for an official visit to Washington today. He's due to hold the meetings with a number of senior officials in the new U.S. administrative and Congress members. The visit aims to boost the bilateral ties and the strategic partnership between the two sides and discuss the regional developments.
Egypt will host a summit of Arab nations on the 27th of February to discuss the latest serious developments concerning the Palestinian territories. The Foreign Ministry made a statement on Sunday. It said the gathering was called after extensive consultations at the highest levels with Arab countries in recent days, including Palestine, which requested the summit to address the latest serious developments regarding the Palestinian cause. The statement said that included coordination with Bahrain, which currently chairs the Arab League. Last week, Trump floated the idea of U.S. administration over Gaza envisioning rebuilding the devastated territory into the Riviera of the Middle East after wrestling Palestinians elsewhere, namely Egypt and Jordan. The remarks have prompted global backlash, and Arab countries have firmly rejected the statements.
An Israeli official said Sunday that Israeli forces have begun withdrawing from a key Gaza corridor, part of the ceasefire deal with the Hamas that is moving ahead. Israeli agreed as part of the truce to remove its forces from the Nazareth corridor, a strip of the land, the basic northern Gaza from the south. At the start of the ceasefire, Israel began allowing the Palestinians to cross the Nazareth to head to their homes in the war-battered north, and the withdrawal of the forces of the area would fulfill another commitment to deal. It was not clear how many troops Israeli had withdrawn on Sunday. The 42-day ceasefire is just past its halfway point. The sides are supposed to negotiate extension that would lead to more Israeli hostages being freed.
After the fifth hostage detainee swap agreed under the truce was completed, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has ordered negotiators on Saturday to return to Qatar to discuss the ceasefire in Gaza with Hamas. His office made the announcement on Saturday, adding that on his return to Israel from Washington, Netanyahu will hold a security cabinet meeting regarding negotiations for the second phase of the hostage release deal. Netanyahu had earlier repeated his vow to free all remaining hostages. Meanwhile, senior Hamas official Bassem Naim on Saturday said Israel's lack of commitment in implementing the first phase exposed this agreement to danger, and thus it may stop or collapse. The ceasefire talks are mediated by Egypt, Qatar, and the United States. They aim at securing the release of 17 more hostages during the remainder of the 42-day first phase. Israel's genocide war has killed at least 48,181 Palestinian civilians in Gaza.
Trucks carrying aid to the Gaza Strip are arriving at Egypt's Rafah border crossing and passing to the enclave. Officials said that this comes in line with the ceasefire deal, adding that Palestinian patients and the injured are being received for treatment in Egyptian hospitals. They said also that the 8th group of the patients will pass on Sunday, while the 7th group and their companions passed on Saturday.
A Palestinian woman was killed by Israeli security forces on Sunday in the Nur Shams refugee camp in the occupied West Bank, the Palestinian Health Ministry said. The Palestinian state news agency cited eyewitnesses as saying that a woman and her husband were shot by Israeli forces as they were trying to leave their home. Thousands of Palestinians have fled West Bank homes in the wake of the military campaign and the widespread destruction.
Lebanon's premier named a new government Saturday. The presidency announced with the awakening of the long-dominant Hezbollah following a war with Israel, bringing to a close more than 2 years of the caretaker authorities. Prime Minister Nawaf Salim said that he hoped to head the government of reform and the salvation, pledging to rebuild the trust with the international community after the years of economic collapse blamed on corruption and the mismanagement. His new government faces the daunting task of implementing reforms needed to unlock the funding from international donors after years of crisis overseeing and the ceasefire and rebuilding of the country.
Iran was ready to negotiate with the United States, however, not under the maximum pressure strategy of U.S. President Donald Trump, Tehran's chief diplomat suggested on Saturday. Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said in a statement published on Telegram that lifting of sanctions requires negotiations, but not within the framework of the maximum pressure policy, because it would not be a negotiation but a form of surrender.
Ukraine's military said that Russia launched 151 drones to attack Ukraine overnight. It said in a statement that Ukraine's Air Force shot down 70 drones, while 74 more did reach the targets, likely due to the electronic warfare, and 2 are still in air. More in the following report.
Ukraine's military said on Sunday that Russia launched 151 drones to attack Ukraine overnight. It said in a statement that Ukraine's Air Force shot down 70 drones, while 74 more did not reach their targets, likely due to electronic warfare, and 2 are still in air. Also on Sunday, Russia said air defense units intercepted and destroyed 35 Ukrainian drones overnight. Russia's defense ministry said about half of the drones were destroyed over the Kursk region that borders Ukraine, while the rest were intercepted over various other regions in Russia's west and south. In another development, Russian defense ministry said its troops took control of the settlement of Orikhovo, Vasilivka in Ukraine's eastern Donetsk region. Earlier, Russia's defense ministry said that its forces had taken control of the strategic coal mining city of Turetsk in eastern Ukraine, but Ukraine's military denied the city had been captured and reported heavy fighting in and around it. Russian forces, after initially failing to advance on the capital Kyiv after its February 2022 full-scale military operation in Ukraine, are concentrating on capturing Donbass, made up of the eastern regions of Donetsk and Luhansk.
Well, the Kremlin on Sunday declined to confirm or deny a U.S. report of a phone call between U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin. Washington and Moscow have not officially confirmed any communication between the leaders since Trump took office on a pledge to swiftly end the Ukraine fighting. The New York Post late Saturday reported that Trump told the publication he had spoken on the phone to Putin to discuss bringing an end to the conflict in Ukraine, and the Russian told him he wants to see people stop dying. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov, in comments to TASS state news agency, said he could not confirm or deny a conversation took place, but suggested he was unaware of any such call.
President Donald Trump has revoked security clearances for the Antony Blinken, the former Secretary of State, and the Jake Sullivan, the former National Security Advisor. The White House officials said on Saturday the move came a day after Trump said he had revoked his security clearance for his predecessor Joe Biden, stopping his access to daily intelligence briefings. Trump also revoked the security clearances for Biden's Deputy Attorney General Lisa Monaco, who helped coordinating the Department of Justice response to the January 6, 2021 attacks by Trump supporters on the U.S. Capitol, the officials said on Saturday.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un said an elevated U.S. security partnership with South Korea and Japan posed a grave threat to his country and vowed to further bolster his nuclear weapons program. His latest statement implied again that the North Korean leader won't likely embrace President Donald Trump's overture to meet him and revive diplomacy anytime soon. During a visit to the Defense Ministry to commemorate the founding day of its army, Kim added that North Korea does not want unnecessary tension of the regional situation, but will take sustained counter pressures to ensure the regional military balance.
Emergency teams in China's southwestern Sichuan province battled against time Sunday to locate 28 people missing after rain triggered landslide, killed one person and buried homes. Nearly 1,000 personnel, including the armed police, firefighters and the medical professionals, continued to work in the rescue operation following the landslide in the village of the Jinping of Jinlan County. Some officers navigated through the remains of the collapsed buildings using drones and live detection radars to locate any signs of the life. With the help of the local officials, they rescued 2 injured people and evacuated about 360 other people after 10 houses and a manufacturing building were buried. At a news conference Sunday, authorities said that the preliminary assessments attributed the disaster to recent heavy rainfall and local geological conditions.
Now with the economy news, as Egypt's bourse inched higher at today's midday transactions pushed by local investor purchases against Arab and foreign investor sell-offs. The market capital of listed companies added 15 billion Egyptian pounds, exceeding 2.2 trillion pounds in 2.5 hours after the start of the trading. The benchmark EGX 30 rose 0.4% above the 30,130 point mark. The equal weighted indices EGX 70 and EGX 100 both climbed 0.9%.
By this, we come to the end of our panorama news on Al TV International. This is Sahar Talawi, and
thank you so much, Sahar. My name is Amal Mukhtar. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.